when it blossoms, still blooms on each tree. When leaves are still green in December, it's then that our land's really free. I wonder her hills and her valleys, but still to my soul I see a land that is never known freedom, and only her rivers run free. I drink to the day of her manhood, those men who would rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage, to bring back their rights were denied. Oh, where are you now? Where do we need you? What burns where the flames used to be?
The off in any Tipperary town. Leave me on the road to Nina, where the rippling shadows fall, where the Ara mountains join the silver mines. I'll be happy to in Kerry, where the Galtee shadows fall. Leave me off in any Tipperary town. I relive again the memories of times I used to know, when I let those wandering thoughts invade my mind. In that little town of Emly I left so long ago, I was sad the day I left them all behind. Leave me on the road to Nina, where the rippling shadows fall, where the Ara mountains join the silver mines. I'll be happy to in Kerry, where the Galtee shadows fall. I'm at home in any Tipperary town.
I saw Clounmacon banks in the valleys down below. It was my lovely Leitrim where the Shannon waters flow. I stood enchanted at the scene of grandeur and of light. The next I left for Kerry town before the dark of night. I passed she o'er that fairy hill where flowers widely grow, and I passed the grave of Finn O'Cole where the Shannon waters flow. The next I saw was Finn a town where ancient abbey walls, the preaching of her holy monks re-echoes through her halls. I stood with reverence on the spot reluctant for to go from the town of saints and sages where the Shannon water.
Auction. We have silver in our hair, gold in our teeth, stones in our kidneys, lead in our feet, and gas in our stomachs. I have become older since I saw you last, and a few changes have come in my life. Frankly, I have become a frivolous old woman. I'm seeing 6 gentlemen every day. And as soon as I wake up, willpower helps me out of bed. Then I go to see Jimmy Riddle, and then it's time for breakfast with Mr. Kellogg's, followed closely by the refreshing company of Mr. Tetley, and my other friend who I know by his initials, PG. Then comes someone I don't like at all, arthritis. He knows he's not welcome, but he insists on being here, and what is more, he stays for the rest of the day. Even then, he does not like to stay in one place, so he takes me from joint to joint. After such a hectic day, I am glad to go to bed, and with Johnny Walker too. What a hectic life. Oh yes, I am now flirting with Alzheimer. The priest came to call the other day and said at my age I should be thinking of the hereafter. So I told him I did all the time, for no matter where I am, the bedroom, the kitchen, the sitting room, or the garden, I ask myself, now what am I hereafter? Well, I'll close now and hope that willpower is your constant companion too. But do make sure that his friend hemorrhoid does not creep up from behind. And watch out for that crafty one, geriatric.
In my boat the wind gently blows and fills my sails. Your sweet scented breath is everywhere. Daylight peeping through the curtains of the passing nighttime is your smile. The sun in the sky is like your laugh. Come back to me, my Nancy, linger for just a little while. Since you've left these shores, I've known no peace or joy. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, will you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain?
Concerning a couple I over talking as I was returning home late from away. As I rode along, sure I spied an old woman who sat near a gap just milking her cow. She was humming a tune called "Come Haste to the Wedding," or some other ditty I can't tell you now. On looking around me, I spied a boat-tinker who happened by chance to be strolling that way. The weather being fine, sure he sat down beside her. What news, honest man, this old woman did say. "'Tis no news at all, ma'am," replied the boat-tinker, "but the people will wish that he never had been. It's that damnable rogue they call Daniel O'Connell. He's now making children in Dublin by stealing." "Your children are ruined now," replied the old woman. "On a Monday is he crazy or mad? Is there thoughts of a war or a sudden rebellion? What is it that makes him to want him so bad?" "'Tis not that at all, ma'am," replied the boat-tinker, "but the children of Ireland are getting so small. It's O'Connell's petition to the new Lord Lieutenant not to let us make them the whole way at all." "Why, this pipe in me mountain," replied the old woman, "and that's a great oath on my soul for to take. I'm only a woman, but if I was near him, I bet you 'tis little he'd have for to say." "For the people of Ireland," replied the old woman, "they gave him their earnings, though needing them bad. And now he is well compensating them for it by taking what little diversion they had." "Long life to your courage," replied the boat-tinker, "and long may you live and have youth on your side. And if all the young girls in Ireland were like you, O'Connell could throw his steam engine aside. And every young girl that lives in this country could begin making children as fast as they can. And if ever Her Majesty looks for an army, we'll be able to send her as many as can." That's it.
Flowers gone, long time ago. Where are all the flowers gone? Girls have picked them, every one. When will you ever learn? When will you ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young girls gone? They've taken husbands, everyone. When will you ever learn? When will you ever learn?
so dear is held upon that side each year. His will till you go home, and the hall that I'm gone, that hangar is the Irish realms well. Till when I remember the old oak tree, then I carry my yellow on the barrel. And early next morning we'll lift the golden crowns and listen to the warning of the hour. That dear old shed is buried, ever be forgotten, sure 'twas there I was to meet your lady love. Tell her not to sigh, that I'll meet her by and by in that bright and happy land, soft Arrow.
Trash that they remain, since Johnny, lovely Johnny, went to fight the King of Spain.
Okay.
Oh, the girls on the battle in sorrow may retire, and the piper and his bellows may go home and blow the fire. Since Johnny, lovely Johnny, went sailing over the main, along with other patriots, to fight the King of Spain. The boys will surely miss him when money more comes round, and grieve that their old captain is nowhere to be found. And the peers will stand idle against their will and win, since the fat boys who gave them work now be the King of Spain. At wakes and football matches, your likes we'll never see, till you come back again to us, my story no McCree. And won't you trounce the buckings who show us much disdain, because our eyes are not as bright as those we meet in Spain. And if cruel fate should not permit our Johnny to return, his woeful loss to us bantry girls will never cease to mourn.
And soon I see you, we talk to the old folk, they're getting on, we treat them to late nights, and sing a few songs, we talk to the neighbors of life in the town, there's so much to tell them, the days come around. Come on. This is my home land, the place I was born in, no matter where I go, it's in my soul, my feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my very own. And then tomorrow we take a walk
Amsterdam. Honolulu of Siam. From the harbor of my heart I will sing my love to guide you as you sail across the sea. Come home to me, sailor, when the tide turns. Sailor, leave the sea. Sailor, when the tide turns, come home, safe to me. As you sail across the sea, all my love is there beside you. In Capri or Amsterdam, in Honolulu or Siam, from the harbor of my heart I will sing my love to guide you as you sail across the sea.